that an offense is going to run the ball. I mean, it knows they're going to run the ball, and they cannot do anything about it. And it's been that way really all season long. Look at the numbers: 35 carries, 286 yards. A season high. You mentioned the 300-plus yards they gave up to Cleveland early in the year. Here's Jackson keeping. Swinging bounds down to the 5. No timeouts remaining for the Dallas Cowboys. It'll be second down goal as Jackson gets 3. Well, hey, we mentioned it coming in that this was a game that Baltimore had to win, and it was an important ball game for Dallas as well. I mean, even though Washington won and the Giants won, as we pointed out, I wouldn't say this is necessarily over, but it's hard to keep saying that when you're not winning football games. Washington on Thanksgiving got dominated in the fourth quarter, and now tonight, absolutely shredded on the ground as Dobbins takes it in for the touchdown, and more easy money according to tackle Orlando Brown. And it has been pretty easy against this Dallas defense running it as they're coming up on their own 300-yard last game against the Cowboys defense. I think there's a lot of guys who, I don't know, they take a hard look at themselves and ask, what their efforts like. If this is last play alone, I would question some of that. Flags fly. CJ Goodwin came across it. 294 rush yards in the ball game for the Ravens. Here's a call.
The PAT is good. It was offside. Defense number 49 moving into the neutral zone. That 5-yard penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
He wasn't 49, it was 29. CJ Goodwin timed out for the Rocket Mortgage at 6 for service for each touchdown scored in the month of November. Rocket Mortgage donated $1,000 for the fight to end veteran homelessness. Over 384 touchdowns for a total of $384,000 donated. Great news for such a great cause. Three of the more memorable ones. Hale Murray, the CD Lamb catch, which was some beauty in Minnesota, and then Tyreek Hill. Patrick Mahomes stay hooked up against the Jets, but each and every week, those two do spectacular things for Andy Reid and the Kansas City Chiefs. That's for sure. Tucker bombs it on the back of the inside. Just a further point about the run defense from Dallas. I mean, that's what you guys used to do in the other games with them. And it's not only is it just salt away a win, but it's demoralizing to any defense. And this is a group that has just been run over here tonight. They've been run over all year. I tell you, what would be hard as a professional when an opponent is yelling easy money. And it has been, like you said. I don't know. I just don't know where this organization, really go. There's so many things that have to be addressed this offseason. All the way to climb for the Cowboys. Big win here tonight for the Ravens as they doubled up Dallas to his left.
I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G Prime. We started with America's most reliable network, added 5G nationwide for millions of Americans, and the unprecedented performance for ultra-wideband in more and more places where people need massive capacity and ultra-low lag. I'm proud ultra-wideband was named the fastest 5G in the world. But I'm even more proud all that work is going to make a real difference for you. This is the 5G America's been waiting for, only from Verizon. You want shot. Bud Light Platinum Seltzer, made for the night. Your rink should shine the same way you do. Shop exclusive styles from our collections, including Hero Wine Rock, Enchanted Disney, Endless Brilliance, and so much more. Shop online with virtual consulting, exclusively at Zales, the Diamond Store.
Careful when diving into the Taco Bell app. You might get lost in something crunchy, cheesy, and delicious, like a free $5 Chalupa Cravings box, available for a limited time when you sign up as a new rewards member. Sign up and discover more in the Taco Bell app.
First, they're called to a great adventure, where they are tested and encounter allies. On the road back, their spirit is restored. And in the end, the hero returns where they belong.
With employee pricing for all, get an average $5,056 below MSRP on the 2021 Jeep Gladiator.
Want to dominate your fantasy league? Thanks, everybody. We all make it play. Our experts have the insights to give you the winning edge. Are you feeling this quarterback? He's never going to stop throwing touchdowns. NFL Fantasy Live, tomorrow at 6 on NFL Network. Are you ready for Sunday? Every Friday night, Game Day View breaks down every single matchup and putting things together. The offense is clicking. It's going to be my favorite game of the entire weekend. Let's go! NFL Game Day View, Friday night on NFL Network. Saturday, champion will be crowned on Fox as the Columbus Crew take on the Seattle Sounders for the MLS Cup Saturday at 8 Eastern. Only on Fox and the Fox Sports app. Second down and 7 from Dallas. Cooper makes the catch for first down. We talked about the Giants, but the Washington football team and the win. Pittsburgh handing them their first loss and allowing Larry Sonka and his teammates from the 72 Dolphins to, I know Larry lit up a big cigar and posted having a drink on social media as they cheer that every year. They had to wait back in that 2007 season until Super Bowl 42 to light up that cigar. But, man, that was impressive. And I think we were pretty clear in our affection and respect for Ron Rivera and the job he's done with Washington. Yeah, and then the fact that Alex Smith is back playing and everybody pulling for him. That's an organization, new head coach, started out not very well, and we've seen real progress as the season has gone along. And I think if you're a Washington fan, that you're encouraged by that. That they're heading seemingly in the right direction.
False start. Offense score 86. 5-yard penalty. First down.
They've got their share of things that they still need to correct and get better at as well. But we have seen progress from them, and we've seen progress from the Giants. It brings me back to this game here, I guess, that I think the frustration for Dallas fans, not only losing when there were such high expectations coming into the year, you lose all these players, your quarterback and all that, I get it, but yet we haven't really seen the progress from 1 week to the next of the season. The offense was not the problem here tonight. Correct. That's right. They give up basically 300 yards rushing. Second down and 15 after that incompletion. Joe, just think of the amount of money that's being paid at a lot of these positions: running back, defensive end, edge rusher. You've got your quarterback who's coming up. I mean, there's a lot of guys get paid, really well. That doesn't help matters going forward either, as far as some of the moves that maybe you want to make. Pass rusher coming free at to Godwin. The pass is underthrown to Gallup as Dalton under the rest just got rid of him. Third down and 15 with a minute 24 to go. Well, Dalton shows a little bit. We're talking like McCarthy and improvising and getting out of the pocket and doing those kinds of things really isn't what Andy Dalton's about, but a little something on that. Third down. Jackson was out there with Averett. And a loss on the play of 4 to bring up 4th down. Nice return for Lamar Jackson. Jackson in the ballgame, 12 of 17, 2 touchdown passes, 1 pick, and then that bottom line, 13 carries, 94 yards, and a touchdown. We're down at 19. I'm sure the Cowboys were set passes caught by Gallup for the first down. Clock continues to run. Is Dalton able to complete for 28? Pretty soft back there in the secondary. Hit free run into the middle there. There's one to the end zone and incomplete. Lamb was the target. Clock stops with 13 seconds left. We can start to officially look ahead to that rematch of Super 53. We will have on Thursday night in Los Angeles, Patriots and Rams. Timeout taken by Baltimore on defense. Quarterbacks for Thursday night: Cam Newton, Jared Goff. Goff coming off a good one after his head coach talked about him needing to protect the ball better 2 games ago.
You know, you think about the Rams, Joe, and they've always been able to score points and move the ball, and it's been the defense that has let them down at times. And now they've got this great defense, and now they've got the inconsistent side of it for the offense. And I know that if they don't accomplish something special this year, they'll all look back on it and say they missed a goal opportunity.
Here is an incompletion with 8 seconds left. Producer tonight's game, Richie Science. Director, Rich Russo. Associate Directors, Rich Gross, Jordan Wolf. The podcast associates, Casey Garland, Greg Lounsbury. The technical producer, George Grill. Technical director, Colton Bourgeois. The audio mixer, Fred Aldis. Joe Clark is doing all the sound from the truck. He is provided by James Alabama, the truck. And my thanks, as always, to Steve Horn, majority consultant, Garrity and Spida. Everybody's been mentioned. The game is over. It's 17 to Morton. To your right, who else? All time, right on down the line. And for Mike McCarthy, NFC East are not time running out as they now go to 3-9 on the season. Those two teams together for our national TV. It is the Ravens winning 34-17. Progressive post-game show is coming up. Thanks for watching this Fox and NFL Network special presented by Bud Light Platinum. What if I sleep No problem. The new Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed is temperature balancing, so couples can sleep better together. And it sends you your movements and automatically adjusts to keep you comfortable all night. Sleep Number, working quality sleep from $9.99.
This holiday, get iPhone 12 on the 5G America's been waiting for.
This new iPhone Plus version 5G is incredible.
Switch now and get iPhone 12 Pro Max on us. Unlimited plans start at just $35. This is 5G from America's most reliable network.
Dear Best Buy, me and Piggy have been saving up for a long time to get my girlfriend the right laptop.
Every day, I get her a Chromebook. Great laptop at an even better Best Buy price.
Honey, NyQuil Severe Honey's maximum strength cold and flu medicine with soothing, honeylicious taste. NyQuil Honey, the nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, stuffy head, fever, best sleep with a cold medicine.
When managing diabetes, you can't always stop for a finger stick. With the Freestyle Libre 14-day system, a continuous glucose monitor, you don't have to. With a painless 1-second scan, you can check your glucose with a smartphone, so you can stay in the moment. You can do it without finger sticks. Ask your doctor for a prescription today. And if you join the My Freestyle program, you can try the Freestyle Libre 14-day system for free. Learn more at myfreestyle.us.
There are sandwiches you eat, and then there are tangy barbecue pork with pickles and onions McRib sandwiches, whose eating is such an attempt. It must be documented. The McRib is
This holiday, get the phone everyone wants on the 5G America's been waiting for.
Verizon 5G is next level.
Switch now and save $700 on Galaxy S20 Plus. Unlimited plans start at just $35. With 5G included at no extra cost. Only on Verizon.
Rise and shine. Welcome to Good Morning Football.
You ready, kid? Me, former pro, big time style, knows the footwork. Okay, fantasy expert, knows the league inside out.
This team is loaded.
He tapped into everything in the game. Spoiler alert, he can line up the league. And Kyle, NFL whiz, pop culture ace.
This is such an exciting time for a fan.
Together, they're here for football.
Let's get it going, baby.
Good Morning Football, tomorrow at 7 on NFL Network. Welcome to the Progressive Postgame.
I was raised in Carolina. Lamar Jackson, 107 yards passing, another 94 rushing, and a couple of touchdowns as well. Other Browns that's pretty much sold this away as they double up the Cowboys 34-17 to win here on Tuesday night's version of Thursday Night Football. That win, of course, keeps the Baltimore Ravens alive as they are trying to make it into the playoffs in the AFC. Pretty much ends one would think, Howie, the Cowboys who are now 3-9 on the season.
Yeah, as Troy mentioned, I think there's a lot to address in Dallas. And now they can get to it, I think. No shock tonight that Baltimore was able to run the ball pretty much at will on Dallas's defense. It's been a real struggle. Baltimore, 2-3 running backs with over 70 yards. Lamar had 94. So they kind of had their way on the ground, but I think the bigger issue is, I think Troy mentioned, there's a lot to address. Jimmy talked about possibility of getting Dak signed for a long-term deal. He seems like he's ahead of schedule. That's a good thing. We all know what kind of impact now, even more so, that Dak had on that football team. And also, if they're picking high and a franchise quarterback comes to them in that pick, don't hesitate to take one.
Let's talk about this Ravens team, though. We talked at the pregame. They needed to win tonight to just have a chance to stay in the hunt. They're still outside the playoff picture looking in, but this team's been close. And when you run for 294 yards on the ground, you probably should win.
Yeah, you should win. But Dallas ranked dead last in the league as far as stopping the run. But there's still some positive to take there, because I look at Lamar Jackson and when he was able to be on the ground with his legs. And I think that's kind of the secret sauce for him. I know he wants to be that pocket quarterback, and he can. He can certainly throw the football. But to me, it's this. It's when he's using his legs and throwing on the run. The ball was right on the money. That was a great pass by him. If he could just keep there, like stay Lamar Jackson, the same thing with Cam Newton a couple years ago. When he shredded the league that MVP year. Next year, they start saying, okay, I'm going to be more of a pocket guy. They'd say, no, stick to what you're good at, okay? Because nobody can stop. That's the MVP guy, and that's the guy that's going to get him into the playoffs.
But as we saw last year in the playoffs, as the field shrinks, defenses are better, yards are a little harder to come by. He's going to have to make some throws in key situations if they qualify for the playoffs.
So remember, he also missed last week with COVID.
Yes.
So he maybe a little while in the rhythm. No matter what, he finished the night looking like the Lamar Jackson we're used to only 107 yards passing, but he did have 3 total touchdowns and 94 yards on the ground. That's the impressive player of the game is Lamar Jackson. And just moments ago, he's talked about this to the game.
Okay, Lamar, you told me you were 100% that you were feeling good as you came back out on the field. You looked like it tonight, but how did you feel throughout the game?
I felt great. I was kind of slow coming out there on the field. I was kind of slow at the beginning, but my agility started rushing. The whole offense played great, defense played great. Special team did, it was an all-around team effort. I'm just proud of my guys.
Well, yeah, certainly a complete game from this team, but I got to ask you more about this offense because you guys rushed for 294 yards on the ground. You, of course, were a big part of that. What made you so explosive tonight?
Oh, man, I've been out for like 2 weeks on my legs fresh. I also learned about their tail-off, we had lanes to run through. It was just making our job a lot easier, and hats off to my running backs. They did a great job tonight.
Congrats on the win, Lamar. Thank you so much, and good to see you back out there.
Appreciate you.
All right, so they went 34-17. Their 7th win of the season. They're 1 game out of the playoff spot in the ASL right now. Too. Yeah, the schedule is in their favor as they go down the stretch. They did have to play tonight, though, without Des Bryant. We talked about it in the pregame show. It happened moments before kickoff, even though he was out there for warm-ups. We'll tell you what his night turned out to be like when we come back.
Yeah, he doesn't like to use the vacuum.
Yeah, him and me both. All right. See you later.
Progressive, protecting every single yard of your home.
Okay, let's see what you got, Oculus.
I'll give you that.
Okay.
Where are you?
Rated RT. When you're ready for Chipotle, the Chipotle app is ready for you. Get all your favorites, fast, fresh, and with complete customization. So it's made exactly how you like it. With the Chipotle app, real food is ready. Order now for contactless carryout or delivery.
It's the K Friends and Family event with 25 to 50% off everything. Find hundreds of meaningful gifts at great prices. Buy online with a virtual consultant and pick up in store. Only at K.
You did this yourself?
Well, not exactly. I hired a pro. But I picked out all the designs. And this shelf right here for all my trophies. Tony, this is great, but you know we're on Fox Sunday Football Sunday, right? Wow, you don't want to watch football at home this year. Yo, cover for me, right?
So welcome you back to the Progressive Post game. The night is over in Baltimore when Ravens won 34-17. It had a strange start. Des Bryant came up, the Ravens wide receiver, took part in warm-ups, found out that his earlier test for COVID in the day was inconclusive. They made him test again while he was on the field. Wound up testing positive, was taken off the field, sent home. His night was done. And so he, right away, Mr. Twitter, think he's seen everything. I know, he was a little frustrated here. He wound up the night saying, hey, if you guys are with me, post your glass of wine. And America responded. That reminds me of my mom. People posted glasses all over. You know, we had a feature with Des on the pregame show that obviously was shot before this. He's turned into an endearing character since he's left Dallas, especially if you follow him on social media, hasn't he done?
Oh, he's the best. He's the best. Wine and Coke. Like, I'm going to get a T-shirt that says wine and Coke now because I can't think of a better thing to do when something's going on.
If you follow him on Twitter tonight, he'll probably sell it to you. He was telling us all about his business ventures. Hopefully, though, this turns out to be either a false positive or just keeps him out of lineup just temporarily. All right, so that'll do it for us. The Baltimore Ravens get the win 34-17. Coming up on Fox, except on the West Coast, it will be your late local news. And on the NFL Network, it's the Mercedes-Benz post-game show. We'll see you for our next broadcast. Thursday Night Football, Rams and Patriots. Enjoy, everybody. Welcome to the Mercedes-Benz post-game show.
The Ravens end their 3-game losing streak tonight in Baltimore with the win over the Cowboys 34-17. The touchdown pass there to Marquise Brown. Lamar Jackson's second of the night there, that 20-yarder to finish off week 13 here of this NFL season. Welcome in, everybody, to the post-game show. I'm Colleen Wolfe with Steve Smith Sr., Joe Thomas, Michael Irvin. Congratulations, guys. We all got our picks correct tonight. I feel like that might be the first time we all swept them, so good job. Let's take a look here at the AFC playoff picture, how things stand. In terms of the Ravens, they stand the same way. They are the 9th seed still. They keep pace, though. That is the most important thing in this loaded wild card race here in the AFC. Of course, they have a big game coming up against the Browns next Monday. They do have a little bit of a softer schedule, though, so that bodes well for them in the postseason. But the story of the night was the way that this Ravens team was able to run all over this Cowboys run defense. 294 rushing yards, Joe, was an impressive performance.
You know, when things are a little bit rough, and they were a little bit rusty early on in the night, they struggled to throw the football. You're going to lean on your identity. You're going to lean on who you've been for the last few years. And for the Ravens, that's a team that can be physical, that can run the football. And it just so happened that they were going against a 1AA opponent tonight. So it's good to have that non-conference opponent to be able to get back on track after a couple of weeks of being on the sideline.